Imagine owning a gym. Every morning, people walk through your doors determined to become stronger, healthier, and more confident. Some head straight for the treadmills. Others gather around the weight racks or begin lifting heavy barbells. From sunrise until late at night, your building is full of movement, energy, and ambition. At first glance, it looks like the perfect business. People willingly pay every month to use your equipment, and the demand for health and fitness seems to grow every year. With more people investing in their well-being than ever before, owning a gym appears to be a business that practically runs itself. But first impressions can be surprisingly misleading. The business model seems incredibly simple. Fill your gym with quality equipment, welcome new members, collect monthly membership fees, repeat. The machines can last for years with proper maintenance, and every new member creates another stream of recurring income. Then January arrives, bringing a wave of people inspired by New Year's resolutions. Memberships surge as thousands promise themselves that this will finally be the year they transform their lives. Looking at the numbers, everything appears to point in one direction. More members, more revenue, more profit. It almost feels like success is simply a matter of making the gym bigger and signing up more people. But here's where the story begins to change. If you ask someone what a gym sells, they'd probably answer with one word: fitness. After all, the building is filled with exercise equipment, workout classes, and personal trainers. Everything seems focused on helping people become healthier. Yet the weights, treadmills, and machines aren't actually the business. They're simply the tools. Because if every member stopped paying tomorrow, all that expensive equipment would generate almost no income on its own. The real value doesn't come from the dumbbells sitting on the rack. It comes from something far less obvious. And that's the business we're about to uncover. Here's something that surprises almost everyone. You might assume the perfect gym member is someone who works out every single day. After all, they're making the most of their membership, using the equipment, attending classes, and staying committed to their fitness goals. But from a business perspective, the picture is a little more complicated. Every visit creates costs. Machines slowly wear down. Weights need replacing. The air conditioning runs all day. Showers consume water. Locker rooms require constant cleaning. The more people actively use the gym, the more expensive it becomes to operate. That doesn't mean gyms don't want active members. It simply means the business works very differently than most people imagine. Now imagine a different customer. They signed up with great intentions. They came several times during the first month, then life became busy. Work got in the way, the visits became less frequent. Eventually, they stopped coming altogether. But something interesting happened. Their membership continued. Every month, the payment was automatically processed even though they rarely stepped inside the building. For the gym, that membership still generates revenue. But unlike an active member, it creates almost no additional operating costs. That's one of the most unusual features of the fitness business. The payment continues, whether the treadmill is being used or not. This is the moment the business starts to look completely different. The gym isn't simply renting access to exercise equipment. It's selling a subscription. The treadmills, the squat racks, the dumbbells, they're all there to encourage people to join and stay motivated. But the engine powering the business is the monthly membership. Every new sign-up adds another recurring payment, and every recurring payment makes the business more predictable. The equipment may be what people notice first, but the membership is what keeps the lights on, pays the staff, and allows the gym to keep growing. That's the product you've really been selling all along. Walk into any gym on the first day of January, and you'll notice something remarkable. The parking lot is full. Every treadmill is occupied. The weight racks are crowded with people starting fresh. Some want to lose weight. Others dream of building muscle. Many simply want to become healthier than they were last year. They're all chasing a better version of themselves. And that's the first thing every gym sells. Not heavier weights, not faster treadmills, but hope The membership card isn't just a key to the building. For many people, it's the first step toward a goal they've imagined for months or even years. What's fascinating is that people rarely buy a gym membership because of today's workout. They're buying tomorrow's possibility. Every piece of equipment represents a future achievement. The treadmill becomes a healthier heart. The barbell becomes greater strength. The exercise bike becomes more energy. Customers aren't paying for 30 days of access. They're investing in the person they believe they can become. That's why fitness marketing almost never focuses on machines. Instead, it focuses on transformation, before and after stories, personal victories, confidence. Because long before muscles begin to grow, motivation is what gets people through the front door. This is why successful gyms don't simply fill a room with equipment and hope for the best. They work hard to keep motivation alive. Friendly staff greet members by name. Personal trainers celebrate progress. Group classes create accountability. Music brings energy to the room. Success stories are displayed on the walls. Every detail is designed to encourage one more visit. Because the greatest challenge isn't convincing someone to join. It's helping them come back next week. And the week after that, the stronger the habit becomes, the longer the membership lasts. And that's where motivation quietly becomes one of the gym's most valuable business assets. Memberships may be the foundation of the business, but they're only the beginning. Once someone becomes a member, the gym has opportunities to offer additional products and services that create even more revenue. Maybe it's a personal training session. Maybe it's a nutrition plan. Perhaps it's access to premium classes or a recovery area with massage chairs and saunas. Each extra service increases the value of a single customer. Instead of earning money from one monthly payment, the gym begins building an entire ecosystem around that person's fitness journey. The longer a member stays, the more valuable they become to the business. Walk past the reception desk of almost any modern gym, and you'll notice something interesting. There are shelves filled with protein powder, energy drinks, vitamin supplements, gym apparel, water bottles, workout gloves. None of these products are essential for using the gym, yet many members buy them because they're already thinking about improving their health. The gym understands that once someone commits to a fitness goal, they're often willing to invest in products that support that journey. Exercise brings people through the door, but retail sales quietly become another important stream of income. When you put all of these pieces together, the business starts looking very different. A gym isn't simply a room full of exercise machines. It's a platform that supports an entire lifestyle. Memberships create recurring income. Personal trainers provide expert guidance. Classes build community. Retail products increase each customer's value. Recovery services encourage members to stay longer. Everything works together. The treadmill might attract someone's attention, but it's the complete fitness ecosystem that turns a single member into a long-term customer. And that's where the real business begins to reveal itself. From the outside, running a gym might seem like a business with relatively low expenses. Buy the equipment, open the doors, watch the memberships roll in, but the reality is very different. Before the first member ever steps onto a treadmill, you've already invested hundreds of thousands of dollars. Commercial-grade machines are built to survive thousands of workouts, and they come with a price tag to match. Then there's the flooring, mirrors, lockers, lighting, sound systems, security cameras, and reception area. A gym isn't just a room with weights. It's a carefully designed space built to handle hundreds, sometimes thousands of people every single day. And the spending doesn't stop once the gym opens. Every month, the bills keep arriving. Rent for a large commercial space, electricity to power hundreds of machines, bright lights and powerful air conditioning, water for showers and locker rooms, cleaning supplies, equipment maintenance, insurance, staff salaries. Even if only a handful of members show up on a quiet afternoon, those costs barely change. The gym keeps consuming money, whether it's full of people or nearly empty. That's what makes this business so challenging. Your expenses don't wait for customers. They arrive every single month. That's exactly why recurring memberships are so important. The gym can't rely on people paying only when they decide to work out. It needs predictable income every month to cover its fixed costs. Every active membership helps pay the rent, keeps the lights on, maintains the equipment, supports the staff. Without that steady stream of recurring revenue, even a beautiful gym filled with the latest machines could quickly struggle to survive. The weights may be made of steel, but the business itself depends on consistency. Because in the fitness industry, predictable income is often more valuable than unpredictable crowds. You might think the biggest competitor to your gym is the one across the street, a newer building, lower prices, better equipment, but surprisingly, that's rarely the biggest threat. The real competition begins long before someone compares membership fees. It's the voice in their head that says, "I'll start next week," or the alarm clock they snooze before a morning workout, or the comfortable couch waiting after a long day at work. Every day, your members make a simple decision: go to the gym, or don't. And that decision has far more impact on your business than anything your competitors do. That's why successful gyms spend so much effort creating habits instead of simply selling access. They organize fitness challenges, celebrate personal milestones, offer group classes where members encourage one another. Personal trainers check in when someone hasn't visited for a while. Some gyms even reward consistency with badges, points, or achievement boards. None of these ideas make the treadmill run faster. Instead, they make people want to come back, because every additional visit strengthens a habit. And once exercise becomes part of someone's routine, they're far more likely to remain a member for months or even years. When you look at the business this way, the real product becomes much easier to see. The barbells aren't competing against other barbells. The treadmills aren't competing against newer treadmills. The gym is competing for attention, for time, for commitment. Every member who walks through the front door has already won a small battle against procrastination. And every time they come back, that habit becomes a little stronger. The longer motivation lasts, the longer memberships continue. So, while people may believe they're paying for access to exercise equipment, the gym is quietly investing in something much more valuable. A reason to return tomorrow. Owning a gym used to mean something fairly straightforward. If people wanted to work out, they had to come to your building. But today, that's no longer true. A single smartphone can provide personalized workout plans. A smartwatch tracks every step, heartbeat, and calorie burned. People can stream fitness classes from their living room or follow an AI coach that adapts every exercise to their progress. For the first time, a gym isn't just competing with other gyms. It's competing with technology. And suddenly the question isn't, is your gym better? It's, why should someone leave home at all? That's why the most successful gyms are changing what they offer. They aren't just selling access to equipment anymore. They're creating experiences that can't be downloaded. Members encourage one another. Friendships form during group classes. Personal trainers provide accountability. Communities celebrate milestones together. These are things that no treadmill at home can easily replace. The equipment may attract someone for the first visit, but it's the people who often convince them to stay. In an increasingly digital world, human connection is becoming one of the gym's most valuable assets. The fitness industry will continue to evolve. New technology will arrive. Smarter apps will be developed. AI coaches will become even more personalized. Home equipment will become more advanced. But one thing is unlikely to change. People still want encouragement. They still want accountability. They still want to feel like they belong somewhere. The gyms that understand this won't simply fill their buildings with better machines. They'll build stronger communities, because in the future of fitness, success won't belong to the gym with the most equipment. it will belong to the one that gives people the strongest reason to come back. At the beginning of this video, owning a gym probably seemed like a simple fitness business, a building filled with treadmills, rows of dumbbells, weight machines, people exercising from morning until night. It looked like the equipment was the business. But after looking behind the scenes, a very different picture emerges. The weights don't generate revenue by themselves. The treadmills don't pay the rent. The mirrors don't keep the lights on. They're simply the tools that help attract members. The real business begins long before someone picks up their first dumbbell. It begins the moment they decide to become a member. That's when a workout turns into recurring revenue. And once you recognize that business model, you begin noticing it everywhere. Streaming services don't simply sell movies. They sell subscriptions. Software companies don't just sell programs. They sell recurring access. Mobile phone companies don't sell a single call. They sell monthly plans. Gyms operate in much the same way. The first workout introduces the customer, but the monthly membership is what keeps the business alive. Every renewal creates predictable income. Every additional month makes the relationship more valuable. Exercise may be the reason people join, but recurring payments are what make the business sustainable. So, if someone asked whether owning a gym is a good business, the answer isn't really about buying exercise equipment. You're building a business around human habits, a place where people invest in healthier futures, where motivation turns into routine, and where routine becomes recurring revenue. The treadmills may be the most visible part of the gym, but they were never the product. They're simply the tools that support the real business. Because in the end, a gym doesn't sell dumbbells. It doesn't sell treadmills. It doesn't even sell workouts. It sells commitment. And every monthly membership is a promise that someone believes a better version of themselves is still worth investing in.